Oh, well, now you're here. Where y'all been? I've been waiting on you the whole time, and both of us know. That ain't true, I know. I've been the one that's been gallivanting all over the United States. Man, I tell you what, I come home and I find all kind of things that ain't right. I'm talking about some mysteries. So look here, y'all gonna have to come on back, cause we're gonna have to take a look at them, alright? Alright.
Hey, look here, y'all.
Hey!
Alright, so some of the first things that I noticed that was kind of strange is apparently we had a lot of bad weather while we was gone. I did kind of try to keep a look on it, but you know, we was on vacation, so my brother told me that we had bad weather and all this kind of stuff. But the first thing that I found was this. Alright, so I was walking to the studio and then I happened to take a look at this, and I said, oh, well, at least it missed it. I don't know if you can see the culprit up there or not. Actually, that's it right there. So anyway, it fell down, and guess what it hit? Yep, it hit that, then it rolled over here. The best way that I can tell. Now, that's a pretty good sized limb and a lot of weight. However, up here, if you'll notice, I've got no dents, which is a good thing. This thing here is plastic, I reckon, huh? But one of the main things that I noticed is that I bought some seed and a feeder and all this kind of stuff for about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I filled it full of seed and for the birds, and never saw a single bird, never saw a single squirrel, nothing. And then we got home, and guess what? That's right, it was empty. So that's it right there. And so we just filled it all back up, and yeah, that's right, still have not seen the first bird, but I guess it's just magic. Yeah, the other thing that happened is there's all kind of stuff up on the roof. You can see it there, but up on the studio there's all kind of limbs and stuff that fell from summers. So I gotta get up there and get all that off. What do you do, right? But the next thing that caused me to know that we had really bad weather is when I went into the studio and I started cutting things on, and they wasn't coming on. And also, I have cameras everywhere. I've got cameras in the studio, cameras in the house, cameras everywhere. And I just bought, while I was on this vacation, I bought me a solar camera that I'm gonna put way out in the property. And so I can tell who's coming up my driveway and that kind of thing. And it'll alert me. So it'll be on the blink system. You know what the blink system is? It's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Because every time you go out of town, you can check in. Here's the problem. If you ain't got power, you can't check in. I hate it. I hate it like that. But half of my system came back up, so I was able to check and make sure, you know, at least I could tell when it was raining. I could tell when the neighbors... Oh, that was the other thing. We cut, well, my wife did, cut the mail off. No delivery mail, no Temu, no Prime, no Amazon, nothing. We're not supposed to get a single bit of mail, right? We're on vacation. We gone about 3 weeks. I know you're happy to see me. Anyway, so I had a neighbor. I checked in with a neighbor, and they said, "Man, your box is was so full it exploded. And all your letters and all them packages all out in the road running up and down. It's raining on them. No, that didn't really happen. But I will tell you this, if it wasn't for good neighbors that checked my mail, even though they weren't supposed to have to, that's probably what would have happened. So, anyway, they took my mail in and got all that stuff. So, that's a good thing. Thank you, Mike and Meg and Beck, for doing all that and pumping my RV out and all that kind of stuff. I got a leak in the RV and it goes into a bucket, and then I got it in a pump, and you got to hand pump it out and all that kind of stuff. But you don't need to know all that. Why'd you ask? Yeah, little dimple right there. That used to be my sister's favorite thing. I can't get mad at you with them dimples. Anyway, I miss her. She's gone now. But anyway, that's about it for all the mysterious stuff. So let's get on with the show. You want to? Come on. All right, so I've decided what I want to do. I'm going to check and make sure everything is going to start. I have not started this truck in, I know it's been at least 6 weeks, maybe even more. And I noticed that while I've been gone, that there's been an awful lot of activity with different wildlife. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Yeah, the spiders have been going crazy because they know I hadn't been here, I reckon. But anyway, yeah, let's check and make sure I got power first. And I also noticed that last time we did this, there was oil everywhere. Let me get out my gauge and make sure that we have power. Okay, we got power. So that's one of them technical gauges. And so also, let's see here, we got, this is where are we at here? No. Hey, wait a minute. Vice Grip Garage has been here. Look, he always uses those wire nuts. Ah, anyway. Alright, so, oh, here it is, right here. Alright, this is what checked my oil pressure inside, and it has broken off. So what I'm going to do, and that's how come it was pumping. Let's get this. That's how come it was pumping oil everywhere. Alright, so this is kind of tough for me to do this with one hand. So, I don't know. I'm going to crimp it off. Okay. There's that. Alright, so we're going to crimp this off with one here. Hopefully, there we go. Hopefully that will not be pumping oil everywhere. So this is, like I said, man, this is going to be the first time that this has been started in quite a while. So, where does this go? I don't know. I guess I'll fix it in the mix. Alright, so let's give her a shot. And let's see if she's going to fire up. Will it run? What did I do with the key? I'm looking. Uh-oh. A wasp nest in here. Did not know that. Where's the key? Oh, I found it. Alright, let's see if we can stick this in here. Give her some gas. Out of the way. I'll have to put it in here. Okay, so gas. Well, let's put a little gas in it, in the carburetor, and see what happens. Uh-huh. I don't see no oil going everywhere, so I guess that's good. Uh-huh. Well, I don't see a lot of gas in there either. Alright. Let's see what happens. I have a little mixture here, but it's probably old too. Oh wow, that's way too much, but that's all right. All right, let's try it again. Oh, okay. Well, didn't know this was going to actually turn into a will it run. Let's see what we can find. Well, got going here. That one's a little loose. All right. Well, let's give it a shot. All right. Let's see. Maybe I should not have it choked. Let's see if I can stick something down in there. Got my knife. Where's my knife? Nope. Alright, let's see. Put it on the trap. That's all of that. Okay. Alright, well, did we get any fire? Man, this was supposed to be so easy. I'm gonna have to break out all my stuff, see if I'm getting fire. What is going on here? That looks good. Looks good. Ain't had time to mess up. Whoa. Come on, fellers. Oh, yeah, there you go. What's going on here? Oh, got plenty of water. It should crank. Let's see what these are. Nothing left in this thing. Well, I don't know. Well, go figure. The magic touch. Made in China. Well, I could shoot you a line, but you wouldn't believe it either. I definitely wouldn't believe it. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, well, run out of gas, it looks like. All right, well, it ran for a good while. Looks like it ran out of gas. All right, or something. Okay, so we got number 1 running. Yeah, sounds good too. All right, well, let's go see about the motorcycle. Well, I didn't mention it, but one of the main reasons why you don't want to leave your hood down is because when you live out in the middle of the woods like I am, I've told y'all I don't know how many times, if you find my house, you're lost. Or you're hunting, I don't know what you're doing out here. But if you leave your hood down like this, you're gonna come back in a couple of weeks and there's gonna be all kind of nests in there, from birds to squirrels to whatever. So if you're gonna leave it at least about like that, for some reason, that stops it. All right? You can take that to the bank. All right, let's go look at a motorcycle and see if it'll run. Well, all right, so here we are. And I'm gonna take this off of here. All right, well, there is no reason why this should not start. However, what I want to do, gosh, no, that means all my other video was not. Okay, so whatever. I want to see if it has released itself and it moves at all. Well, it has a little bit. No. Nope, not at all. Alright, so probably seeing my brakes. Alright, so alright, let's see if she fires off. Well, the battery's still good. Playing some Mozart or something. Alright, let's try it. Well, at least she fires off. Yeah. Lock her down again. And I am not set up to start working on my brakes yet. In fact, I'm gonna have to do some research on whatever it is that I'm gonna do. And I don't know if I gotta pull the lines off or just what I gotta do. I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna entail in it. But honestly, I don't know. Oh, it's got its own. Why do they put hydraulic brakes? I'm used to a bicycle. Why don't they just have cables? I don't know. I thought dirt bikes had cables. I don't know. I don't know much. No, I don't know. Anyway. Alright, well, I think I've got to do a lot of research, because the next thing I'm going to do for my truck is I'm going to put the brake lines, run the brake lines up to the master cylinder. Of course, I got to replace the master cylinder too. So that's going to be the next thing I need to do. I need to do a little bit of research on that. Should not be a problem. I should be able to do that without much trouble. This, on the other hand, this is another dog that won't hunt. Everything's good about it except the brakes, and I can't sell it until I get the brakes going. So if any of you guys got any idea, I can't even move it. So I was thinking about putting it on a trailer and carrying it on down to the Harley place, but I can't move it. So what do you do, right? But I will get this done. I'm going to get these brakes going so that I can sell this thing. I hate nobody's enjoying this thing, because I'm not riding it, so I would love for somebody else to enjoy it. It's really a nice bike. 06 Ultra Classic. Alright, I'll be back with you in a minute. Well, fellas, I forgot to mention also, look at them tires, how that rain has been hitting up on this truck. Look at here, look at him. Man, it's been raining something fierce. Alright, so anyway, let's get back to the end. Well, fellas, I'm going to have to tell you, I'm glad to be home. I slept good last night in my own bed. Y'all know how that is. You got to have your own pillow and all that stuff. You get used to it. Yep. And but I'm glad that I got these two vehicles at least running, and we'll be able to start on other stuff soon. But I'm just glad to be home for sure. Now, this is not a very long video, I don't think. I can't remember. But like I said, I've got a lot of limbs down. You can tell where it's rained a lot. I got to cut the grass, got to get the limbs up, got to get them cut up, got to get, you know what I'm saying. So there's an awful lot to be done. Today is Monday. This is going out Thursday, so I got to hurry up and get her did. But hey, look here. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Look, I'm already up to 630 something, 33, 34 subscribers, and I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you. Which reminds me, what I was going to read about today, right here it says, "For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle was dissolved, we have a building of God, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." You know what that means? What are you scared of? You shouldn't be scared of nothing. There ain't nothing that this world can do to you that when you go to sleep, that you don't wake up in heaven if you believe in God. And that's all you got to do, man. You got to have a relationship with your Father. Forget all them sins. You know what? You need to live for the Lord. Just say, "Lord, come into my life, take over." And talk to him every day. Tell him that here's what I want you to do. All right? I want you to do something this week to let God know that you love him back. All right? All right. And also,
don't forget to tell them not to litter.
I know, P. Roy, I'm fixing to say all of that. All right? And yes,
Tell them to be sweet.
yes, I will tell them to be sweet. Don't litter. All right, don't litter. It just ain't pretty. And like P-Roy said, like my mama said, and like every time one of y'all sees me, y'all be sweet. Because I love every one of you. I mean it. I mean it. You love me back too. I'll be all right with that.
Hey, P-Roy.
Well, hey there, Mr. Rick. Hey, where you been? You have a good time?
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, well, you know, you can only see so much caves and, I mean, we saw a lot of, you know, hills and mountains and looked like the Grand Canyon, but we wasn't at the Grand Canyon, you know.
Well,
but it was
yeah,
nice.
sounds nice. Sounds real nice.
I can't remember, we went to the park that had all the arches in it and all that kind of stuff. That was in Utah. And we went to area, was it 51?
Yeah. Rockwell.
That was funny. Everything was, you know, looked like it's from outer space in that city. Everything, even the McDonald's. It's pretty cool. So what'd you do?
Well, I just been, you know, staying here looking around, looking for stuff, you know.
All right, well that's good. At least you did that.
Yeah, I did all right. You heard the good joke?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I've heard
Well,
jokes.
there.
You want to hear one? You know, just remind everybody else that these are dad jokes, all right?
They are.
Dad,
They're awful
D-A-D,
dad.
dad jokes.
Yeah.
So you know what a cat's favorite color is?
No, I don't know.
Purple.
Purple. Purple. Okay. All right then.
I know it's terrible.
Well, I got one. Why don't cows have any money?
I don't know why.
Well, 'cause the farmer milks them dry.
Milk them dry. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah.
makes sense. So, what do you call a sleeping bull?
I don't know. What?
A bulldozer.
A bulldozer. I get it. Look here.
I've heard these
stupider.
All right, let's hear yours.
I know that's horrible. All right. Why did the scarecrow get an award? 'Cause he was outstanding in his field.
That's pretty stupid. I don't know if anybody's gonna laugh at that, but I get it.
Well,
I get it.
I thought it was.
All right, well look here. Tell me your long joke.
You want to hear a long joke? All right. Out there was this fella, and he was walking around, and he was trying to find a place to park. He wasn't walking around; he was driving around trying to find a place to park. He kind of put out with it. He said, "Lord, if you'll show me a place
Yeah,
to
wait a
park
minute.
here."
Yeah, we went through that in Amarillo, Texas.
Oh yeah.
We did the same thing. I know what he's talking about.
Oh, it's terrible. Lord, if you'll find me a place to park here, I'll quit drinking and running around. And so all of a sudden the clouds went away, the sun come down, and it showed him a place there, and he looked up there and said, "Hey Lord, forget about it, I done found me a place."
That's so typical, ain't it? That reminds me of some other jokes. I'll have to tell you them later. All right, well, one time there was this lady, and she was walking downtown, and she went by a pet store.
Pet store.
Well, there was a parrot sitting on a perch on the outside of the store.
Okay.
So she goes walking by, and the parrot goes, "Ah, you sure are an ugly woman."
Told the woman that. Oh Lord.
She turns around and I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't. So she stomped on off, and went and did her shopping, and she come back by the same store.
Same store.
And old parrot goes, "Brrrr, whew, you are an ugly woman." Brrrr." So she's mad this time.
Yeah.
She puts her groceries down on the ground. She goes inside. She finds the manager.
Oh.
And she said, look here, I'm offended.
Uh-huh.
Every time I walk by this store, that parrot, he says, what? You're an ugly woman. She said, I'll tell you what, if that parrot does that again, I'm going to bring my shotgun, blow that thing away, and I'm going to sue this pet store for everything. It better not say that one more time.
My.
So the lady left. She made a point of coming by the next day, you know. She goes walking by, and that old parrot looks at her. The lady says, yeah. Parrot goes, you know.
You know, you ugly.
You
know. Right there's funny, Mr. Rick.
Oh, man. Oh, it's good to be home.
Yeah, I'm glad
I'll see
you're
you
home.
later, P. Roy.
Yeah, I'm glad you're home, Mr. Rick. I know it's time to go to work. I enjoyed it, man. You know.